70 guests reported. We have no survivors.
Same story here, babe.
Don't call me babe.
Abe, I said. Abe.
Red, we have company.
I do believe that monsters are part of the bestiary, the essential bestiary of humanity, because much like angels and other creations, we use them as tools to explain not only the universe outside, but the universe within us. As man becomes more focused, or should I say focused, on the inner world, monsters take a really interesting turn. You know, the early mythology of man is the mythology of creatures that create and destroy the cosmos. Creatures that explain the night and the thunderstorm and the break of dawn. But as man becomes sedentary and in that inevitably becomes more perverse, monsters start to reveal things about our nature. You know, demons and angels and things that illuminate our behavior. I think, for example, there is a theory also that dragons, for example, were forged in man's imagination by amalgamating all the predators that we fear the most as a mammalian species. You know, the tiger, the reptile, the bird, all in one. So I do think that monsters are one of the most intimate creations to the human soul, and that it is absolute nonsense to reject them. I think we should value more emotion and imagination, and a little less logic and hard facts. You know, because no matter what the logical party says, and the party that says that the only adult concern is a concern that has to do with logic and the real world, quote unquote, I think that mankind is, mankind, we are physical and spiritual beings, and there's nothing in logic or in the real world that explains our spiritual side. And the only way we can feed it is through imagination and creation. So I always advocate the idea of a more holistic, much more permissive view of humanity, and that includes monsters.
Damn it, Abe. What are these things?
Carcharodon calcarea.
English.
Oh, they're tooth fairies.
Ah!
There is, from the beginning of the movie, a horde of tooth fairies. They are nasty, wild, savage little creatures that feed on bones and calcium. So they need to eat the whole human to get to the bone.
Welcome to our weird and wonderful world.
The career of Hitchcock is modelic. In around 50 years, he did over 50 films. He generated a very successful TV series, of which he directed quite a bit, a number of episodes, and essentially that is an ideal career. Is a career that is part of an industry, and I really don't feel completely at home quite anywhere. I am an ill-fit somewhat in the European or independent film scene. You know, I don't quite fit the model of the art house movie completely, except now and then, and I don't feel completely at home in the Hollywood system either. So you know, it is hard for me to promise myself continuity of that sort. You know, I cannot promise myself to become Woody Allen and have a steady flow of one movie per year. Also because the universes I create normally take, at the very least, 8 months, 9 months just of designing and conceptual pre-production. I cannot be that fast, but I would love to. I would love to if I could have chosen a model. You know, both the two filmmakers I admire the most were very prolific filmmakers. Both Luis Buñuel and Alfred Hitchcock were very prolific.
You woke up the baby.